This is directed to the Twitter user, Regent of Soul, who posted this tweet. It's not to insult, but it's to educate. And everyone else can listen in because this is not the only one doing it. Celebrating how, the Storm comic book sold out. That's good news. You just don't understand. Whoever added the logo, I did a little banner for the trailer. Storm 2024 released 2 days ago, selling out some comic stores, millions of views, comments, static all around this debut. Marvel Comics HQ, here to talk comics, is pushing full throttle. Get your issue. It's on sale now. Did a little edit. Let's watch the edit. I appreciate it. Oh, you got the Eternal Storm. There you go. Put it in TikTok form. This was in the Marvel Comics YouTube. I saw it there. I believe the intention is, look, the comic book is so wanted that it can't be found at a comic book shop. It is 2 days. Today I'm recording it on Friday. There are reports of Wednesday of shops. Ooh, I made a phone call to a comic shop. Hey, do you have a Storm? Any ratio variants? Dude said no. Dude said we only ordered 15. Thank you very much. Hung up on the shop. The demand was 2 months ago, not today. When the comic book stores decide when and how many books will come to their store was 2 months ago. That was in August. And they had these thoughts to themselves. Well, how much did Storm and Nocenti sell from a couple years ago? Well, what's she been doing? X-Men Red, Al Ewing, if they've been reading and paying attention, he's been promoting her and using her a lot. She's kind of the center of that. Maybe there'll be interest of the X-Men Red readers. How many X-Men Red readers did we have? Well, are the X-Men themselves booming? The last few months From the Ashes relaunched, and I've been spurned and I've over-ordered for Uncanny, for X-Force, for all the other ones, Phoenix, all that. How much will Storm sell? And then let me think also of Black Panther. How badly did that one sell? Did my Night Thrasher series sell when I was pre-ordering? How many number ones did I get for that? And how many am I left with at the shelf that no one's even collected yet? How conservative should my estimates be? Is the thought process that is determined how many came to the store today, on Wednesday. Your comic shop doesn't want to have no more comics by Wednesday, by Thursday, by Friday. They want to know that, yes, the Wednesday Warriors all collected their comic initially, and now there's a few left. And then maybe a week later, when he finds out, yes, I didn't sell out on Wednesday. I sold out the very 7-8 days later that I no longer have the Storm comic. I ordered an appropriate amount to satisfy that week where the majority of the comics are collected on the first day. And then less on the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. It's like a YouTube video. Majority of the views come the day you post it, and you'll get less views later on, less views later on. It's like a movie. You put it on the movie theater. The opening weekend, by the time you get to Tuesday, the rule generally is you've already made half of the money you're going to make for your box office gross. Movie could be in theaters for 3 months. You've made half the money you were going to make by the time we get to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the first 5 days. The comic shops are the same way, and the comic orders are the same way. We shouldn't be happy that you can't go to a shop to buy Storm on Friday. We should be upset. We should be looking at, how did we fail? How did we not voice to our shops, hey, listen, I'm getting a Storm, so, make sure that you have me considered as a customer, right? Then the guy, maybe that shop wouldn't have ordered only 15. Maybe that shop I called may have gone, I probably should get the 1 in 25 variants because I'm at 16. I can round up. So maybe that's what that would have happened. I was trying to look for a variant, like a rare copy, and I called one of the shops that I thought would have had it. And dude told me no. We didn't do a good job in August. And I was watching the Comics Pals. The responsibility should not be on us, the customers. But that's the business model that it is.
Pre-orders are what, 3 months ahead, which is such a fickle timeline to have to plan for, because you're essentially planning in 3-month increments in a way and hoping for the best outside of that.
You're talking about stores, not people. Stores are the ones that have to pre-order with that type of timeline. And, we've got final order cutoff where Scott Snyder, for example, on his Absolute Batman promotion tour is pleading with readers to pre-order the book, to go to their local comic shop and let them know they want a copy so that the store knows to order it. But that store isn't just ordering that issue. They've got to order sometimes 2 and 3 months in advance. They have no idea if you're going to like Absolute Batman #1 enough to come back for 2 and 3 or not. So how many should they order? He said that they've ordered upwards of 250,000 copies so far. How many of those people are going to come back for the second one? If a comic book shop says, wow, you know what? 150 people came and ordered the first issue of Absolute Batman. Let's order 75,000 copies for the fourth one, since they're ordering that far in advance. Yeah, but what if the book sucks? And what if people hate it? And what if that store only has 30 people that come in for issue 4? Now they're sitting on 45 copies they bought that won't sell.
Those pre-orders are not indicative of readers.
There are a lot of people who aren't on the internet. They don't know about all that. They don't know that they should pre-order. They don't even know that it helps the creative team. They don't know. Not everybody is terminally online. What other industry is it that you can think of where the reader, the consumer, has the responsibility to help the book sell outside of just going and buying it? That's a crazy way to operate.
We need to vocalize and tell our shops, listen, I'll be a customer here in October and I'll be buying that comic book. So we sold out at issue #1. Is that good news? No, it's not good news. Because there may be a guy who would have loved the #1, who would have been enthralled by the cliffhanger and ordered issue #2 and been on there for 3 and 4 and 5. And now that won't happen. Now there's not a guy who's going to be reading that comic. He's a completionist guy, so he didn't have issue 1. He won't pick up issue 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there goes, potentially, the cancellation at issue #10. Which is the destiny of every single comic book where the character doesn't have light skin, he's got melanin in it. That's the destiny. That is the predetermined outcome of every single time that it's happened in Marvel from now ever since Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Panther. It's never gone past 10. I'm wrong. It went to 15 with that one guy. Shout out to Alex Ross covers. Let's not ignore the power of those. 2021, I believe. That was the last series that started, that we actually had something go past issue #10. That's happening now, and this is partly the reason why. When we get to issue #8 and 9 and 10, and the sales are low, and we could have been like, damn, we wish we would have had that first issue, that audience. We wish we had some people stay on here. Maybe we'd have enough, more than 15,000 units. Maybe this book could have been at like 20,000 units. I'm just making up a number. It could have been 20,000 units every single month. By the time we get to issue 10, the Marvel goes, we awarded 20,000 units every single month. Why would we stop this comic? It's making money. We're not paying Murawa Ayodele anything. We're barely paying Lucas Warnick anything. He's a little bit of a name. He's just kind of established. We can afford producing this comic book because 20,000 sellers is awesome. It's enough, and we can sustain. But no, who knows where the sales will be? 10,000 units sold? Something low like that? There will not be an issue #11. We didn't say, let's get the new comic shop. I want the new comic. We didn't do that collectively. Not enough of us have done that. And all of your shops around the world don't have enough stock. There will not be as much readers for issue 2, 3, 4, 5. I will not listen to it being spun as, hey, there's going to be a second printing of Storm. That's how many people wanted it. It should have never been ordered at this low of a rate. It should never have been how many ever they ordered. We don't have Comic-Con anymore, so it's not like we're going to find out a month from now how many actually were made. But that's how it works. 2 months ago, they decided how many were going to come to the shop, and the comic producers were like, oh, that's all? All right, that's how many we're actually going to print. We'll only print 50K Storm issue #1s instead of something like when a Spider-Man has the issue #1, it's over 100K that they make. Maybe even 200K, probably. But it was a Storm comic. They decided, that's how much we'll order. Oh, look, we've sold out of all of our Storms. Damn, I wish on Wednesday. On a Wednesday, they did not meet the demand. Well, who's in charge of making the demand? Like it or love it? I am. You are. Did you not talk to your shop? Maybe your shop doesn't have the pull list system, the pre-order system, and then you're not on the hook or anything. But you still could have at least communicated, I'm excited for Storm. I'm probably going to order like 2. Can you just, make sure, keep that in mind? Order 2. Yeah, okay. And it's your comic shop. You see him every month or every week, maybe. You could have vocally expressed the interest that you have. And you could have done this black character who's from Kenya and Tanzania on the border. You could have made this character, have one more sale at your shop. And if that happens in 2,000 different shops, that's 2,000 extra sales. Cool. When we get down to the nitty gritty, by the time we're in issue 10, when we get down to the ending of this run, we would be like, and they're going to cancel it because there's only 12,000 people reading the comic. We'd be like, damn, I wish we had that extra 2,000 sales. I wish we had customers who were still sticking around. Maybe right now we're in a state where not enough people getting started are hopping on the train. This is terrible news. That's how it works. That's how sales work. I'll leave you with expressing how severely underordered this was. For Wednesday sellouts, that's terrible. And there wasn't no missing comics at the back of a truck or some shortage region like that. Bad news. Never spin this into something happy. I'm chill. I'm out. For the ignorant and the stupid, I got 2 videos for you. Watch this one first. This one came right afterwards. It'll help. This is kind of the problem. Storm is going 10 issues and it's being canceled at 11. This is why. Today is why. It's no insult to that Twitter user, Soul Storm. What was the name? No insult. But here we are.